those listening via Radio Land and those viewing via the Facebook page on Ecstasy's page and Q95 page. Yes.
Mais nous là, monsieur, nous ne pas faire comme toujours, comme d'habitude. Nous allons amuser comme nous allons parler créole, nous allons parler anglais, nous allons parler, nous allons mélanger.
Ouais.
Ecstasy now, ça passe.
Nabule.
Just for our listeners who are not familiar with the band Ecstasy, give us a brief bio as to the band.
Yeah, so Ecstasy is a 9-member band, of course, a resilient band, of course, from the beautiful village of Piditsavan, which is south of the island. And it's a bunch of guys, playing a genre that they grew up listening to and something that they love, which is Haitian compa. Right.
Okay, and primarily from Piditsavan, we know that the community has been challenged since Erica. But you continue to make strides despite the challenge of having to be displaced or moved to another community. You guys continue to do what you have to do.
Definitely, Wadix. As I said, it's just a bunch of guys, doing what they love. And, what happened in 2015, is what we use to fuel us, just to keep the unity and the brotherhood. Also, I said it's just a bunch of guys from Piditsavan, but...
It started off with
because right now we have Haitian national with us. We have 2 guys from Petit Soufriere as well. So yeah, so I don't want to leave them out.
And we cannot leave out. There was once a Bagatelle.
Yes,
massive. Bagatelle, c'est nous-mêmes. Yes. What inspired you guys to actually form a group? We know that there was the Midnight Groovers from South. There was several bands in the southern area. Even before you guys, there was the digital.
Yeah. So
digital with what's his name?
The Masked Man. The
right.
producer.
You played guitar then.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to follow in the footsteps of those bands and decide to form another band this time, a different type of band?
Okay, well, it was about Digital Vibes. It was always about church. We were playing before Digital Vibes. We were actually playing in church, and then the guys they had a conversation without me. Like apparently they wanted to form a band, and then they told me, we're gonna make a band and we want you to play guitar with us. And then things was good with the band, but for me, I like to evolve, and that was one of the things. Not just playing the bouillon, but then. When I realized the skill and the ability I had to just stay by myself and probably just play compa on the guitar, it was something I was like, I would love to experience what it is. And then we started, Ecstasy itself started on New Generation. That was the name of the band before. So that's when we were doing stuff like reggae, calypso, soukous, compa itself, zouk, bouillon. We used to play a wider range, and then what happened is coming around, you had Serenade, Fanatic, T.O.K.S, Lucas Band, quite a few bands.
Even TK before you guys. TK played a lot of Creole,
Yeah. They told me
started off as a Creole band.
And
played quite a bit of compa.
Yes.
And Piditsavan was one of the hubs.
Yes.
But when we decided that we're going to stick to compa was, when we started getting the exposure around, the city and other places, as I mentioned, the bands like Lucas and T.O.K.S, Fanatic, which other band? You had other bands. What I noticed...
Signal at the time too.
Yeah, Signal at the time. What I noticed, mostly, like, all the bands would probably have the same rep. The same reggae, the same... But nobody had that authentic compa song. So that's when the band decided to say, hey, you know what? We're going to stick to the compa. We're going to extend... Well, we're going to expand, get live cowbell, live percussions instead of programming, all of that. So we're going to... add 2 members, just to play, one play cowbell, one play congas. And then that's when the band started. And honestly, that helped the band get its recognition real quickly too. Just the fact that we had that authentic sound. And it did not take us long after started playing at Creole in the Park.
Yeah.
And then when we got the opportunity to play at the World Creole Music Festival, the food court, we only did we did that for 1 year.
1 year.
That was Carry Me last year as a band, as a group performing, you know, in Dominica. That was their last show in Dominica as well. And then, you know, they heard about the band, and that's how the relationship started between Ecstasy and Carry Me.
But Carry Me would have influenced the style, because there are different types of compas.
Yes.
There's the old school compas direct itself, then there's a nouvelle génération with Carry Me style, then New Look have their own style, Class their own style. There's a new band, I'm not sure if you're that familiar with them, but they are making major waves, Zafem.
Yes.
Different style.
Different
all together. And but you decide to stick with the Carry Me style.
Carry Me, because,
and it has worked for you.
Yeah, it worked because the music is much more, it resonates, you know. It's like the style of the singing. When they speak a lot more English than the other Haitian bands.
Well, but Carry Me guys actually went to university in New York University, so
that's
right. Had the ability to learn the English.
To learn the English, right? And then just the way that they write these songs, you know, they, apart from it, like they're having English or so in the songs, you have it's very simple. The lyrics is very simple, and are you ready?
Yes,
it's very simple. You know that. So that's one of the things that you know, it stayed with us. And also with Glennie playing the guitar solos, they were not complicated. So after you listen to a Carry Me song, you listen to the guitar, you going home, but you actually singing the melody of the guitar. So it stays. But no disrespect to the other bands, you know, they play that real vibe. But the thing about Carry Me was that it was just so simple and easy to digest. You know?
We must mention very early Sabo.
Yes.
Sabo really pushed, because I remember he coming to me and tell me he have a tea Carry Me. Being a younger version of Carry Me, and made me listen to, at that time, All of Me, that song. I think that was on your first recording. Well, I don't think it was the recording of it, but I did all your own style. A cover.
With Shamika Sorrento.
And with Shamika Sorrento.
Yes.
And from then I said, but this band sounding, you know, authentic. Why in a land where we say no, especially no, we know that we have created two genres, Kadas, Calypso music, and then Bouillon. But then you are now in the, let's say, the high point of Bouillon music. You continue to play Creole music in particular, and you play Zouk also. But you continue to defend, and also to be a really resilient band, show the real resilience of Piditsa Man in sticking to the Creole music. Why?
That's right.
Well, I think what Ixas Odell alluded to earlier on is the uniqueness of the band, in terms of, yes, we have so many bouillon bands, and well, the cadence to an extent, chubby and not that much, but I think we wanted to remain in the Creole aspect, but not to deviate from the cadence, because part of our song, as we always say, is an influence of cadence. And as you know, as a senior Creole man, cadence has a serious influence on compa music. So we wanted to remain in that Creole.
Well, compa was the foundation of cadence. So it's like the Haitian compa music
influencing cadence.
Influenced cadence calypso, because compa music is now 75 years. 75 years was created by Siko and Nemwa Jean-Baptiste just about 75 years ago. But in Gordon Anderson, they went to Guadeloupe. They migrated to Guadeloupe, but they were in Paris, and they were playing the songs of the day in the early 70s. The people who actually promoted the dance wanted people to dance.
Right.
So it was not show Mundini Void Boots. No, so that's when the Creole-rise their repertoire, the same songs, but the Creole-rise repertoire by mixing Haitian compa direct with calypso. That's why the name compa, Kadas Calypso. So the Kadas part of it was from Haitian compa. And they added some indigenous spices. So compa influenced Kadas Calypso, but then very importantly, Kadas Calypso re-influenced Kadas Calypso. when Gordon Henderson and Exile One went to Haiti, they went to Haiti and spent several months
Mm.
playing in Haiti all over.
I was
Kada Simpson was big in Haiti, you know. Milk and Honey and the songs were big songs in Haiti. And then they influenced the brass section because Exile One had a powerful brass section. During those days, compa was quite a bit of guitar picking. So when you had the early days of compa, Schlur, and even Taboo, Magnum, those bands there, Bossa Combo, lots of guitar. So that's when Exile now influenced compa music and the brass section.
Ah.
And these guys just took off from there. So both of them are interrelated and they continue to survive. But it's just that the interest of the country understands the Creole world and they continue to have like a national music, the compa,
Yes.
whereby we want to put down one for another in Dominica. And I think both and all
All.
can coexist.
Yes,
That's
of course,
right. So
because
that's-
you see that because sometimes you will go to a gig and yes, it's compa music, but we'll play a chubby song.
Yes.
And when you play the chubby song, is the crowd appreciation because Creole music is really important. And as I always say, if it doesn't have a foundation, the house will fall.
But you guys also played in the
That is-
NCCU,
of course.
Kada Slipso competition. You recorded because I have songs of you guys where you played
System Bade,
System Bade,
Pouvoir l'amour.
Pouvoir l'amour,
Yes.
and they were in authentic
Yes.
Kada Slip. So the foundation of ecstasy was always
Mhm.
through Kada Slip. So, but how has it been for the band in terms of the challenges faced with the band itself? You had the first, well, moving from one spot to the other, then the membership changes to maintain your sound. How challenging has it been?
Well, I think as we always say, ecstasy. We came from P87, and the word resilient. I think that word was formed for P87 people. If I'm correct, because coming from that tragic tropical storm that took about 21 of our family, and most of them was my family.
Wow.
And from that, being displaced, and in 2018 to lose our keyboardist who is Nehemiah, it was a serious blow
Yes,
for the band.
This was tough, yeah.
Not only for the band but for Dominica in terms of music, because he was representing music all over the world,
Yeah.
not just
He played with
XSP,
WCK
with
also.
Asa.
Yeah.
So moving from that, then here came Maria. We already displaced. Some of us had to relocate again. And then we there, some of us in Tongues, some in Canefield, so some living in Goodwill, some living in Loubier. But yet still, and that's why we would always say, or they will always say that in an interview, without the help of the late Crazy T, Frankie Bellot, maybe Ecstasy, maybe we may not have a band now. Crazy T came and he offered us where they once called Club 91.
Yeah.
So that was our practice grounds. And
that's in Casa Comfort.
In Casa Comfort. And what I would always say is that practice ground was part of our therapy, because we really didn't go to any person for counseling coming from Erica or Nay's death, even Tropical, even Maria. When we go to the band house, that was our therapy. And thanks again to Crazy T. He made it happen for us.
I'm happy you mentioning how therapeutic was the music then, because I believe some of those scars can still linger.
Of course.
Especially, and when there's a person who made that contribution like Ney in the band itself, distinct. But you guys, did even, from his memory and trying to be an example for the community, trying to be an example for Dominica, trying to maintain the creolity, because we have that strong Creole foundation, which we have been departing from, by the way. We have been departing from slowly. Yes. But then you guys continue to maintain. And that's why when we released the new sound in a while, you went as far as teaming up with the king of the Zouk Beton.
Of course.
And we know for sure you actually performed with an original member of Carry Me at the World Creole Music Festival.
Yes.
How was that, by the way?
Oh, trust me, what from early, as I said, the first time that we performed at the food court, that's when the relationship started, and then when things unfold, it was like, the guitarist's wife is actually from Petit Savant.
Oh,
You know,
okay, okay, okay.
so then
So
he
Carrie Me's original
no,
guitarist,
well, Glennie wasn't
Glennie,
the original
original.
guitarist. He came in later on, but then he was actually a staple in terms of the sound.
Yeah,
When Karim created, they got that song for.
but he's Asian.
But he's
Asian,
Asian,
yeah.
Yeah.
and looking at, I mean, Philip Saban back in the days, Philip Saban on a carambola tree with a box guitar on YouTube, and it's like from that it transformed to the band formed Island the Parts, and then we got in contact with Glennie. To Glennie coming at my home in the studio, to the Glennie in the band house, to Glennie sit down in the dressing room, World Creole Music Festival. At that time, I would have probably been in the crowd, to see, and then you have Glennie on stage.
Stage now.
Come on, I mean, I'm lost for words, and I don't think I will even get words no time soon, or maybe in the near future. Not even before that. The guitar that I have, well, I use one in Triple K. No, that was Glennie who sent me that guitar. Then the other one that the Haitian uses right now in the band, that's one I bought from Glennie.
So Glennie has that strong influence.
Oh, Glennie carry me. That was just my vibe. That was just.
By the way, we're listening to Odell Hamilton Belly, and also he's a cultural officer also, and Moses, the lead vocalist of the band, and they are both giving us the whole history and the triumphs and struggles of the band, and they continue to maintain, and that's because they understand how important the Creolity, the Creole culture is important. Then you guys played quite a bit of Carry Me in your repertoire, but then you decided to actually make some songs yourself.
Yes.
How was that been? How was that journey been?
Oh boy, man. I mean, that's when I've heard people saying about sleepless nights. I've heard people saying about sleepless nights. I mean, with cultural division, I mean, I would go to classes sometimes with Fordil Marigot. I would probably be, up after 11, maybe driving back home.
But by the way, just for information, tell our listeners and viewers, what do you do at your main functions?
Well, I am
as an officer at
cultural division. So I'm a cultural officer. So my responsibilities, I would go to the different schools or community-based groups and train in children, adults, to dance the folk dances, and also the tutor for the traditional instruments. So we're talking gouache, boom boom, tambour, accordion. So I would have to go around the island, get people interested in learning to play the instruments, form Jingping band, so that the Creole, the
traditional maintain. How has that been now?
It's challenging, I would say.
Are the children focused on that, or they encouraged to take part in this?
To be honest, I mean, when I was going to primary school and those things, I mean, back then in Pilitsavan, I had no choice but to be in it, And I think that we offering all of the disciplines in the schools. I think it's just the teachers also with Ministry of Education to to help bring that in the school to make that.
Is it compulsory in the schools, or it is like
I don't know.
It is not compulsory. But you think if it is compulsory,
yes,
that the children must take part in it, then you'll get better results.
Of course, because you have children who not, or I would say they're not interested if we're offering it at the schools.
But then if it is compulsory,
but not just compulsory, but then you offer it for summer and they're interested. So which means
if it is compulsory in the schools, they would take it. They would take part in it. So because we need to get the children with our traditional culture, so it can maintain.
Definitely.
It can maintain. We see what's going on in Collio with the Flamboyant and several other groups. But then you yourself also taught accordion in several.
Yes.
And there was an accordion festival with several groups. What has happened
22 groups.
And what has happened to all those groups?
People migrate. People migrate. That's one of the biggest.
One of the challenges people migrate.
So I was thinking that if the target group would have probably been like people probably in their late 50s or so, that's people who who
don't have no intentions.
Or
I believe the target group should still be the
yeah,
children.
it still should
Teach the children to
But you
play.
see, the challenge with it is that when you spend so, because remember the accordion is not pick it up today and play tomorrow.
Yes.
You know, it could go on for years.
Yeah.
But then what if you target 5 to 10 young people? Let's say you do that in a 3-year period, and then when you really need them to come and
You need to give them incentives now.
Well,
it is not a
that's
matter
right.
of just training them
That's right.
and leave them on their own,
That's right.
but you train them and you utilize
That's right.
them.
That's right.
That's
right.
Get them motivated. Whether you have to give them a stipend, a salary, or whatever. Play for other groups, because we know that there's a limitation in groups, in gymping groups playing
groups,
for.
Yes.
But then back to ecstasy.
Yes.
So that in itself, how has that experience assisted you in the band? You are the band leader, right?
Band leader, yes.
Band leader.
Yeah.
How has that assisted you in your sound? Because you would hear from the originators of Cadence and even Bouillon that traditional foundation was always there. How has that influenced your type of compa, your type of music?
Yeah, so that's one of the things we had that song Marche sous Jazz Lights on the album. That's when we fused some of the traditional, the whole Jinping band in that song. It's in there. And I was telling the guys that I think that we need to try and fuse more of the traditional instruments in the compa. And I mean, as we go down later in that song, you'll hear some voice in the beginning of the song. It was one of the songs I sent to Maskman, producer who normally produce beats for other bands, bands on the island,
Yeah, Maskman.
Yeah, right, and I sent it to him. That was a long time. So that song was there for a while. And I sent it to him and I tell him, like, what can he do, to enhance song, and then he added that piece and we could see how we could, put it in there. But with the traditional instruments, and especially as I work cultural division, I will always put my best foot forward, to always have the tradition in the instruments, in the music, to create that Dominican feel in the compa.
Moses, you yourself, you're a police officer, was a Gua police.
Yes.
But where are you the new pal rep? Are you sending a message across? Are you the new Petit Savant pal rep? What your message, man?
Well, today was just like your daddy did at my
yes.
son's preschool. So
yes.
we were like,
okay, so your son, so you dress your son the same way.
Red is victory, so I'm a proud father.
Okay, what goes the pal rep plan? But you are a police officer. How difficult it is for you to maintain being a police officer and to maintain what you do at the lead vocalist of the Ecstasy Band?
Well, for me, being a police even assists me more than being difficult, because I work in the community policing unit, and basically our job is to bridge the gap between the public and the police in terms of building more trust, collaboration, and partnership. Is something that is a new for us for the Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force. So I am in that unit, helping in being to champion that cause. And being an artist, I think my work ethics is what assists me in terms of getting time to play, because I don't have a problem with work. When there is work to do, I will do my work. So I never really find a problem with a supervisor to say to get time to play. So if you call Moses and tell Moses you need him to work 5 extra hours or 2 days extra, that's not a problem. But at the end of the day, we balance things. And I think the way we set up our gigs is always, they will ask first. So Sabo will call and say, hey, boss, we get a gig for today. What do you think you can make it? Then I will have to check my schedule, and then...
So it doesn't really affect.
Not really.
But then it helps with that discipline.
Exactly.
Exhibiting that discipline within the band.
Because I am one of the eldest person in the band. As a matter of fact, I met Odell and them when I came from Montreal. Okay. Because I served in Montreal for 5 years before I...
Police?
Yes.
As a police. Trump man. White House.
Se vous regardez moi, c'est un jeune petit boy. But that is 21 years.
21 years de police.
Ouais,
police, papa.
Oui.
Ou déjà arrest moun nan, bako jamais ou déjà arrest moun?
Moi, j'arrête un jeune.
But then you guys produced to my mind, one of the finest songs produced by a Dominican band for a long time. And this one really made waves. And I suspected all it surprised you guys at the festival. Let's listen to a little bit of it before we go to the new one.
Baby, you know you and it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know when it feels like you don't want me. I don't understand what I have to do for me to get to you. 'Cause I don't feel secure, it's true, baby. And I just want what's best for you. Can't make up my mind if I should make you mine. Child that I'm lonely, baby, you know you when it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know all of you when it feels like you don't want me to.
Baby, let me speak my mind. I don't wanna waste my time. For the love I've got for you, you know my love is true. You all I want, you all I need. You're my favorite feeling, my favorite dream. No need to hesitate. Promise to make you smile every day. I'm gonna set you all apart.
Baby, you know I want all of you.
This particular song, I believe, following the band from inception, really broke through for you guys. And you'll give me your impressions in a while. But I witness your body movements when you play this one, a different singer then on stage, but when you play this one and you saw the response from the crowd at the festival last year, did it shock you by chance? I mean, because you guys seem like as if all of a sudden you get a special energy because you played it early
Yes.
and maybe too early. Because if I felt that you understood the magnitude, you'd have held it back, you know.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song and how well it did for you.
Well, Soulmate, I believe when we started, that was about 3 years ago, though. 3 years ago, when we really sat down and agreed, okay, because at that time the intention was to create the album, but we went through some stumbling blocks, and then that's why now we're going to release the album. But Soulmate, from since we recorded that song, has always been one of the best songs, and I'll tell you why. When you listen to the quality of music,
Yeah.
the quality, because Shedley Abraham, the past drummer for
Yeah.
Carry Me, is the one doing all the mixing and the mastering for us. So you have that influence of compa. You know exactly what
He also played for Ziegler.
right
Vibe.
for vibe too.
And Vibe.
Yeah. So he knows exactly what the authentic compa needs.
Sounds.
No disrespect to any engineer in Dominica, but I mean that's what we will look
No, but if you're looking for Haitian compa, I
Right.
mean Haitian, that is their thing.
And that's the thing Odell always used to say, boss. I mean, we can record songs, but fellas, when we getting those songs done, we want that
Authentic.
So when you play it side a vibe song, side a new look song, it have that same vibe. So that is why Soulmate has always been one of our best songs.
And you invested heavily into this one.
Yeah, the song costs about $4,000.
Yes. And normally a song in Dominica would be 1,000, 1,500. You know, the feedback when you play the song, how it feels, Belly. quite a bit of guitar pickings in that and even solos.
Yeah. Sabo is the one who made the band understand that, hey, when you see you guys go to play, even if you see the public accepting what you guys doing, but it's also a shock that they cannot believe that's actually a song of a Dominican band. So we used to play, and when we come out, we play, boy, people are stand up. So I would say, no, the people just amazed. And it took us a while to digest that. And then Soulmate being one of the songs we playing, baby, you know, people singing, moving at the festival, local gigs itself. And then I started to tell myself, I believe that song with the album, the push from the album, and well marketed, I think will even get more traction.
Do you know I played the song 52 weeks in 2025? The entire year. I had a crew. Guadeloupe, Dominica, Boston, Jersey, asking for the song. There's a special French lady who asked for the song every week.
Seriously.
And would listen to my entire show until, because I would play it in the champagne moments, the lover section.
Okay. Right.
So in 2025, I actually played the song 52 weeks straight. So it was no surprise to me when I saw the impact.
Okay.
Because whenever I played, I had to double play it.
Okay.
I do miss Rhea. I'm not sure what is the situation of her and you guys, but I do miss her. She had something special. And the way she's really sang this one was kind of unique. Yeah. But you guys have moved on, and we're not going to dwell on that. But we're going to play the new song. Even before we actually play, tell us about it.
Okay, so the new song is Potty Power. It's a song. It's a song for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we in Dominican terms, people like to bring come and bring go. But it's just Potty Power.
Who wrote this one?
So Maymon, the cowbell, the percussionist, he's the one. He's the writer on that one. And of course, we had to feature Luke Leandre,
yeah.
on it. And I produce the music as well.
So it's a hook between compa zouk or all compa.
Well, actually, Wadix, as I told you, that song, it started off as a compa. I sent it to get a little bouillon element with Luke on it, a zouk.
Yes.
And Shedley, of course, doing the mixing, the drums, will give it the copper. So,
and before you play the song, Luke penned his song right there in Dominica,
You serious?
The last time he was there for Haitian Flag Day.
You serious?
Yeah, while we were practicing by Cornell, when Odell was like going through the different projects he had. And when Luke heard that, he said, ça sonne bon. So one time he sat down there and he was penning his thing. And then mop away.
That's how he works.
One time,
that's how he operates.
He went behind the mic, and then Stefan is standing there, and Stefan is telling, "Okay, fais ça comme ça," and boom, that's it.
He has his home studio,
his own
thing at his home.
Yes.
In Paris, and myself and Ezra Winston, we spent, several days with him, just chilling and just looking at the guy just make songs.
Yeah,
man, just making 2-3 songs in a day. I've never seen that before.
Within 5 minutes, man.
Serious thing, The man already has produced maybe over 1,000 songs and performed on over, several songs. But he makes songs like drinking. The only other guy who does that is Gordon Henderson. Just make a song just like that. This guy just makes songs just like that. And I was just amazed. I spent how much, hours with him at his home. And this guy just make a song. Just like that,
Oh, so that was the new.
Myself and Ezra make a song that day.
that wasn't a new thing.
I must tell him, I'm sending him the song I sang on. Because he insists on myself and Ezra doing singing with some vocals. That's not my strength, talking is. Yeah. But we're going to play the brand new sound for Ecstasy. It's a combination of Luke Leandre. Luke Leandre is the king of the Zouk Beton. And Dominican Ecstasy Band. Let's listen.
Comme la chanter, ça fait mieux regarder. Je prends comme la mer pour m'appeler. C'est pas moi de les porter. Sous les doutes de journée, Quand you are sorry, toujours connaît ça t'a passé. You got the eye, toujours nous avons pu raconter. Nobody that protection to me, oh. Protect our souls, me, oh. Protect our souls, my, oh. Protect our souls, my, oh. Protect me. Tout ça qui a passé, ça m'y a. C'est pour ça que j'ai demandé, ma fille raconte moi tout ça qui a passé. À la fois, il y a pas fini, pas de pas fini, raconte moi.
La J! Nouveauté, nouveauté, nouveauté. Ecstasy, baby. That's it, baby. That's it, baby. That's it, baby. That's it, baby. Brand new, brand new, brand new Ecstasy Band. And you can give us a call. Tell us your feedbacks. The number is 449-3095, 449-3096, 449-3097, 616-4257. And the overseas 30305. 432-9624. Tell us how you feel about this brand new Ecstasy Band. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Good morning, Wadix and Coach. Hey guys, that's phenomenal. Congratulations to you guys. Multi-party at toute la Moale.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. And how are you feeling it?
Yeah, really, really good. Really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. So, guys, you hearing it? You hearing the feedback?
That's right.
Okay, Messi appeal for. Okay, thank you very much for calling. You give us a call, make us know how you're feeling about this brand new ecstasy heating collaboration with the king of the Zouk Beton, Luke and Leandre. And so far, guys, how has it been? How has the feedbacks been so far on this one? I think you released it. When you released it? Last week. More calls for the ecstasy band in the morning time. Good morning.
Good morning, Wadi.
Sagafet.
And good morning to my ecstasy partners.
Good morning. Good morning.
How do you like the new sound?
That
Yes.
is my favorite compact band. For the first time they play in Creole in the past. Wadi, I say, wow, we have something in Dominica. And anytime ecstasy play in Creole Festival, I don't hear. Imagine last year they called me on the stage, you know what? And I enjoy that. So my police partner,
Oh, hey, what's up?
big up to you and my custom officer and the one I'm playing in
That one in the cultural division. Okay.
right, in the TK band.
Okay.
That in TK, please.
So I want to wish them luck. Congratulations
Thank
to
you.
them. And I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much. More calls for Ecstasy Band. This is Creole Heartbeat. Good morning to you. Okay, we seem to have lost this caller. Let's see if we can take this one. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat Ecstasy Band.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear.
Good morning, my ex, and good morning to my ecstasy band.
Good
Yes,
morning,
I
good
in the
morning.
building.
That's my band, that kind of music.
Yes, I. Tell
Oh,
us how
yes.
you like the brand new sound from Ecstasy.
The first time I heard it, I was actually like, that is ecstasy, isn't that?
Yes,
And
yes.
I had to listen to it again, and I'm like, yes, that's my band. Oh my God, it's so good. Let me tell you, it's sweet, it's just nice. I love it, I love it. Continue doing the good work. I wish that you all would reach further than just Dominica.
Yes.
Because
I
your
wish so
music
too.
is phenomenal. It's just, oh my God, it's just good.
Yeah, man. Thank
So
you very
keep on
much.
doing the good work, and I'll keep listening and enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and God bless you. Brand new Ecstasy, baby. In the building. And you can give us a call, make us know how you're feeling. The brand new sound, Porte Powell. Ecstasy from Dominica, teaming up with Luke Leandre, the king of Zouk Beton. Live on the big station Q95 FM. Make us know how you feel in the vibes. So, guys, since you released this one sometime last week, what the feedbacks have been like?
And the feedback has been really, really good, Wadix. Everybody who meets us, they keep saying, yes, fellas, I mean, every time you release a song, it's getting better and better and better and better. And it's really, that's the goal. Every time we release a new song is to improve on the quality, to improve on everything, because we need to make music to make people happy. I can remember Chubby saying, when you have music's supposed to make you feel happy. And as you can see, there's no slackness in Ecstasy's music. So,
are you sending a message?
Well, as Odell always say, everybody like what they like, but maybe in a police officer, I have a serious stance when you come to
yes. You have to maintain
to certain things.
Yes, you're a police officer 24/7, despite whatever.
Even on this stage, I'm a police officer because I believe that something what we put out there and the way that our youths and children are absorbing it can maybe something cause a problem because of the message that is sent out.
It will cause a problem, and we may not see it immediately. But you feed whatever you train a child in the way he should go. It's not us; it's the Bible saying so.
That's true.
And when he's old enough, he'll not depart from it. So if you continue to inject them with garbage, you expect garbage from them. If you continue to inject them with the fast food, they'll expect them to grow feeble and not as strong as the centenarian structures. So this is some of the things that we have to take stock on and take responsibility as to what we feed our people with. But this is the brand new Ecstasy Band, and so far you guys are working on an album.
Well, the album is
ready.
It's completed.
The album is completed.
And
wow.
the release is pretty soon.
Okay, so so this is just one song on the album.
One song
on the album,
and then we'll be dropping another one. Is it Monday, really? The 22nd. Hopefully on the 22nd of June.
Of
The
June, another
second one,
one.
another thing to taste, to tease your taste buds again. And then on the 9th of July, we'll have that
The official
album
launch.
release and cocktail party at the Royal Mad High Gardens.
Okay, so you have is it a party one time?
Cocktail party.
You will get your invitation.
Yeah, of course.
Will the 9th be a Friday?
No,
A Thursday.
A Thursday, okay. Because more calls coming from Ecstasy Band. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat.
Morning family.
Sakavet, Doudou.
Bon bien, si vous passez dimanche, c'est un Van Dominique. Ecstasy.
Ouais.
Non.
Ecstasy,
On
ouais.
a dit ça, en ban Haïti.
Ouais, yo ka joué bien. Franchement.
Mais on y a ça, macalé, en ces bandes ça encore, machin.
Mais ou ka écouter à ce radio.
Moi, je continue Western.
Eh ben ouais, Country Western c'est pour Dr. Oldie Goldie, that's for another time. À présent c'est bon compas, où j'acconnette. Okay, my family. That's a lovely family. She listens, always find time to make sure she listens to me. But then the most important thing that this album is an album party. Tell us about that album party you'll be having on the 9th.
Okay, so the album, of course, and it's to show gratitude, also to those who were instrumental in the album, of course. And about the album is we have a few features. So the song,
invited guests, you mean?
On the songs itself of the album, yes. So we have Michael and Nelson, of course,
featuring on one, yes,
on one song. The song we want to release on Monday. The thing is, it came about unexpectedly. We were playing.
What came about that unexpectedly?
That song we're going to drop on Monday. It's something that came about. We were playing in Granford for Mother's Day. And then he called a few artists from Granford to come and sing. And then Pudas.
Yes.
Then Pudas dropped that. And
Pudas is very, very, very talented.
So then we actually going to release, hopefully Monday, God's willing, the Shake Something song with Pudas and Paris. So we're going to remix it compa style. Remix it. So
I'm moving.
Yeah, so that would be this coming Monday.
Yes.
But, okay, that's interesting. But then what other features? Mikael, Pudas, and Paris. Paris is Ridge's sister, yeah.
So we have Khadija Joseph.
Yes, Khadija Joseph.
Well, we have Luke. Luke. Who else featured?
Well, Ria, because Soulmate.
We have Pata Kitewale as well, Ria.
As part of the album,
yes,
of course.
And on the go. That's so the 3 songs that we released
earlier.
We'll also compile them. Yeah.
I was hoping that you would have mentioned a Haitian. Team up with a Haitian vocalist. Abejin, Rochelle.
Well, we actually we reached out.
You reached out to Beijing? Rochelle?
We reached out to a few. Princess Lover was one. Well, for the French, we had Millie Sings. We reached out to a few artists, but I mean, probably the timing and all of that. So I can guarantee
in the future for
sure.
But what are you looking forward towards? Ecstasy Band looking towards the mission in the near future and also the distant future. We know the World Creole Music Festival is always part of the makeup. But in terms of crossover, moving out of Dominica, getting your music possibly international, what does it look like on the horizon for Ecstasy Band?
Well, as we speak, we are in discussions, of course, with a few booking agents outside, and for sure, I for sure want to see Ecstasy at Miami Compa Fest.
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
Yes,
that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate.
And not just Ecstasy reaching to Miami Compa Fest, but also we bring Dominica with us.
Yes.
And it's promising based on the conversations that we're having. As I've told the guys before, it would not just happen like that if we did not, came to the realization that we have not been putting in the work, especially with releasing enough material.
One of the most important things is to be exposed to that market.
Right.
Dominica alone is okay, but then you need, first of all, to get a foot into Guadeloupe and Martinique,
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 yes.
because there's a large Haitian population.
That's
And
right.
not only that, they love Creole,
Creole
good,
music, yeah.
authentic
Authentic.
Creole music.
Yeah.
Saint Martin also has a large
Large.
Yeah.
Haitian
Yes.
population, but not only Haitian population, they love good international authentic
Yes.
music.
Yeah.
So my advice to you is to try to see how you could get
Yeah.
at least into those markets
Right.
where the impact of
Yes.
whatever performances would possibly move across to IT, because they directly affect what happens in the Creole world. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat. Allô, bonjour. OK, pas de problème, pas décourager. Si vous voulez pour un petit message, donc ça fait ça là. Allez. Bonjour, good morning, Creole Heartbeat.
Wadik.
Yes, my
Bonjour,
brother.
Wadik.
Yes, my brother. What's up?
Wadik, my brethren, let me say to you, I'm always listening, and I know time is not too long because I've got a lot to say as usually. But let me say something to those brothers there, all right? Brothers, congratulations on your musical journey. I've been listening to you. The young lady who you had, that Wadik said he played us song many times, 52 times a year, something like that, every weekend or every show. Wadik, however you said it, that was a great piece. That piece you just recorded there, that's another great piece. I've been listening to Haitian music for a long time. Why did you mention all the greats? You remember Fred Haitian, you remember Scorpio and all the rest, all the others that you named before. So my brothers don't really have a good history of the music. I mean, school them a little bit. But neither here nor there. Brothers, that new recording you just come up with, I would have liked to hear more of the bass underneath of that thing. That's my only critic. The music is good. The compa is no big thing for us to play. Reggae is nothing big for us to play. So we are island people, we're Creole people, we're African people, and it's all ours. One thing I like to get out is the mindset, because I hear too many people say, Wadik, oh, I can't believe we have that in Dominica, and we see it ourselves, we're thinking from a small island state of mind. Wadik, and my brothers and people listening, don't make your square miles dictate who you are and what fits in between your two ears. Be global, be wide. Let your music take you further than you could ever imagine, because music is a universal language. You see, Cadence still play. Most Dominican addicts don't tell them about Anthony Gossi and them, man. So the cross-cultural references I'm making that has gone so far. See, Anthony Gossi had to leave Dominica and make life over a reunion of the coast of Africa, way on the other side. He almost to the motherland. So I just would like to say to you guys, when you speak big, you speak broad because you work it to make something big. Don't speak in a small island state of mind. Don't limit your thoughts, don't limit your mind. Play music, because here's how music goes. Practice makes perfect. The more you play, the more it comes. Like the person that what they talk about who could write 1,000 songs in a week, a month, or whatever. You can do it too, because music is a language. Once you learn the intricacies of music, it flows, it comes. You hear in rhythm, you hear in music, you hear in words that you can put all together and let it be listened to by many, many people. And you're going to have a lot of people would imagine how you could do it, but it's all through the works of practice. So what is another great one again? I always want to compliment you for what you do. And one last thing, one of them is a cultural minister.
A cultural officer. Cultural officer.
Okay, my brethren, when you go to teach the youth, don't only show them to play the instrument. Give them a little bit of the instrument history. Let them know where it plays in the current music, in the sing, in the kuyo, in every other music, because percussion is one of the first instruments. The drum, the percussion, and these things. So let them know the roots of these things. Teach them a little bit more. Then they'll be more interested. Because you never know what catches a child here. And they will jump on some of them things and make them more interesting. And one last thing, what is this time? There's another last one. I heard them say about the bouillon. They didn't want to be just a bouillon band or this band. They went more to compa. You know why? There's variation in compa. And this is what they didn't really say. They wanted a music that made them grow where you could put. It's like you have a beautiful garden of flowers and you have a red rose, a white rose, you have this flower, you have that. And it makes paint a prettier picture. Because right now I'm hearing Booyah, no variation. Everybody's straight with it, boom, boom, boom. You don't have space to put in a little essence and make it flower really a solo and this is straight. And this is why they went for comfort because more variation in the music makes it more beautiful. What is some listeners? Thank you for another one.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much, brother. And I must say, you raised a few pertinent points. Variety is the spice of life, and very important. He mentioned getting the music out,
That is true.
and it is critical. And just a little history and background. But let me just take this call, and then we'll get back to my thoughts. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat. Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat. Good morning.
Morning, Wally.
Good morning to you, Creole Heartbeat. We are in with Ecstasy in the building.
Yeah, Sonic Taz here. Just want to big up my boys and them.
Yeah, man. Respect. Sonic
That's it.
I see you on a. I see. I saw you on a content. I saw you on a content team, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Just want to big up my boys and them. Great music.
Yes, sir.
Music is love. Music is what brings out the true feeling of everything.
Respect.
You know what I mean? And
right.
every genre of music have its people. You know what I mean?
Yes,
There's
sir.
different genres of music that people gravitate towards. So I just want to big up Ecstasy Band.
Yes, sir.
Ecstasy Band has always been a great band, great compa band, and always make Dominica proud, and that's what it is.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
Yeah, straight up. So I just want to big up my boy,
Yes,
my
man.
officer brother,
Yes, bro.
and Mr. Odell.
That's right.
Yeah.
Respect, Sonic. I see you, Sonic, on a chorus. But very importantly is just a brief history. The Cadaslepso guys had to migrate, and when the sounds went out of let's say, went global. Cadaslepso went global. It came back to Dominica, and we accepted it. Nasio had to hit out, then we accepted it. We seem to wait, even Ophelia had to be out, and if you observe, most of these artists are more respected out than in Dominica. And I'm going to give you just a little lesson. I partnered or was accompanied Gordon Henderson, and I can't stop saying it because whenever I remember what happened, I shiver. Gordon Henderson is in his late 70s, and he played music for over 50 years. And his nostalgic hits filled a place they call La Chapelle. It's like the Iraq cinema, but you must have seen the videos.
Yes.
But not even the show. That was the main feature for me. But after, the appreciation, the respect, and the love shown to a Dominican artist was reminiscent of what we give the foreigners when they come to the World Creole Music Festival. So there is that market out there, that French, well, I wouldn't say French, the European market out there. Martinique and Guadeloupe, guys, do whatever you can. And sometimes it may be challenging, but you haven't got to give up because you never know
Right.
who is in the audience.
True.
And the last lesson, Jeff Joe always said, whether it's one person in the building, whether it's tens of thousands in the building, he performs his best.
Right.
Because you never know who is in that building, which promoter, which producer is in that building, and you give it your all. But let's see how we can tap that 800, 900 to 1 million people in Martinique and Guadeloupe, Cayenne. The Creole, there are more Creole speaking people in the Caribbean than English.
Yes.
When you just add the 9 million, the 11 million of Haiti, we already passed everything.
True.
So there's a large market out there.
Yeah.
Exile One went to Haiti. Jeff Joseph went to Haiti. And our music inspired Haitian compound music, which was there before our music. Who say we are, well, right now it is difficult, but there are Haitians all over.
Yes.
And you guys, your dream is to be at the Haitian Compa Festival and continue to dream big, like the caller said. Continue to dream big. when you make sounds, don't make sounds just for Capuchin and
That is
Scott
true.
said.
That is true.
Make songs international, feel it, send it out, put it on the, invest into it, and I hope that you can get the necessary support because you have been resilient. You are from Petit Savan. Petit Savan is the epitome of resilience together with the Kalinago people.
Yes.
You showed what you can do to take yourself from a disaster. Like Moses said, several of his family members gone, but the music, that's the thing with culture. No matter where the hurricane come and hurricane go, we have what we have. God bless us with what we have. We are in the ecstasy and we're going to play. I love that song, you know. You know what? That is vibes, man. More ecstasy as we continue. We are here with Moses. We're going to play this song for another 2 minutes and make we round up because we have to get set for the news major. Brand new ecstasy alongside Luke Leandre.
Tout ça qui a passé, à casa mia, c'est pour ça que j'ai demandé, pas finir raconter moi, tout ça qui a passé, à casa mia, pas finir raconter moi, pas finir raconter moi, what if I was to me,
Nouveauté. Exclusivité. Yo 95 FM. Mouja Kodet Monsieur. That's it, baby. Guys, you have been sort of hard pressed. And we don't want to get into the whole politic or polemic of everything, but you have been hard pressed that you have been given some very funny times at the World Creole Music Festival. It has bothered me in the past. How you feel about it and how you feel that we should appreciate the Creole aspect of our music and give some relevance and prevalence on the world stage without bringing no one at fault or just allowing Dominica's music to be out there alongside the other genres. How do you feel?
Well, what I could say, Wadix, first of all, is if I'm correct, because I know you were one of the founders of the World Creole Music Festival.
Yes, I was.
There was a purpose when it was created.
Yes.
And if I recall clearly from listening to interviews, was to give local band that level of exposure. Like you, from the World Creole Music Festival, as you say, you would have never known who would have been in the crowd and would have gotten the opportunity to go further. But being that it may, and it's recently Odell and I was speaking about that, we were having a conversation with a gentleman. Yes, the time early. But what I realized, or I suspect that probably is the strategy, is to use a band that probably could bring in persons early. And I've seen that happening for the past years, even like last year. When we came out and I saw the crowd, I was like, whoa. And I checked in, but wait a while now. They have a lot of people already. But we still feel as a band that a prime time, where person.
Well, this at the second or possibly third,
third.
because you have been first almost every time.
Yeah, I think it's only once we played Primetime Belly. One time.
Mm-hmm.
One we it was 11 o'clock, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Once, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And most of it was like first. No fault to nobody, but we're
We-
just saying that
we-
if the opportunity is given, we will gladly accept it.
We're not bringing down any
Right,
anything.
right.
Somewhat. Well, once you're on the lineup, once you make the festival, you are a big band.
Right.
You are part of a 3-night festival. So once you make it, you should be prepared to play anywhere. But then I think sometimes you want to give the audience the best of what we have.
Right.
Also, so somewhere along the line, you have to get a way to tweak it and to marry it so that you can get the best of the other Creole bands, but also the best of what Dominica has. And what you guys have been doing alongside the Gordons and the Chubby and the Ophelias and Mikel is giving Dominica that variety.
Nice. True.
You know, that variety where we are not one-dimensional. And we are only, because you see, the history behind the World Creole Music Festival, if we never had Kada Slipso, we would have never had the authenticity to say we have a World Creole Music Festival. Because Kada Slipso went through the four corners of the globe. You understand? Apart from Kassav, Gordon Henderson and them had a major recording deal with Barclay Music if you do the history. You understand where I'm coming from? Sold, millions of records during those days.
Records.
Now we have social media. No social media. Remember, no social media. And a band or the music was able to do that. Jeff reached as far as the Super Bowl. Midnight Rivers reached as far as the United Nations. I was fortunate.
Jeff played at the Super Bowl?
At the Super Bowl, yes, in 1979.
So
Gramax.
The exposure came about, like, was it a promoter or somebody who saw them?
Well, there was they were planning to do some of the Caribbean because there was also a Bajan band, I think, and then Jeff Joseph and Gramax. But then during the halftime, when we know we have the mega stars, Dominica's Gramax International performed.
Sukuya.
I think it's midday bar, or they played a repertoire of, because you only have a few. You have a time allotted.
Yes.
Because these things are not like Dominica. It's prepared. It's programmed. And the most important thing is they represented.
Yeah.
Kada Slipso was the representative band.
That's a big thing.
You know, throughout Africa, Gordon told me he herself played in over 10, 15 cities. Our music played in Japan. You know, imagine Jamaica. We know as reggae, produced Exile One music, Kada Slipso music. Byron Lee was a producer of Kada Slipso music. So then we have that foundation. We have that legacy. And we're not saying that we should stick to it. We have other music, we have other things.
Right.
But let's make both.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's showcase both and not just put down one for another.
Agreed.
Because one may be trending.
That's true.
Because samba, if you notice, even when the Brazilians score, they dance samba. And samba is not in music. There's the Guoka festival in Guadeloupe. And children dance Guoka. If you go to Guadeloupe in the Guoka festival, everybody is into Guoka because they understand for this important legacy from our ancestors to carry on, we must allow the young children to appreciate it. I witnessed live in Guadeloupe children carnival where children playing instruments. Not big people playing instruments for children. You know. Children playing their drums in Martinique. For an entire day, all schools in Martinique had a children's carnival. And that is the level of investment, that is the level of interest, that is the level of incentives that we have to really give culture.
Right.
Because after everything is gone, what we have is what God gave us.
That's true.
Which is what we are. So guys, final words as we really want to wind down. I want to really thank you and hope this one can really cross over and wish you all the best in the album. We will cover the album when it is officially released.
Indeed.
And we'll come back here and do a release of all the songs. But before you leave, any major plans besides the album?
Well, we, as I said earlier, we are in discussions, of course, with a few booking agents outside of the island, and also we are in talks of we want to organize a tour around the island on the name of the album, So key areas where the band, of course, the following. So we already speaking of like places like Scott's Head, um, uh, upon enough Vegas, between Vegas, Penville, Thibault, hopefully Grand Fond, Petit Souffre. So we within the band, of course, yes.
I really do hope you get the support, the necessary support, because culture still feels. My brother, I say it and people just get vexed when I say it. If you want to die point down when you guys get involved in culture, Anyway, what's this final word?
Yeah, what I would like to say is to first of all thank all those who have stood with us from thick and thin for all our struggles. We with our heart full of gratitude, we must say thank you to you, to all those who supported us in one way or another, those locally and those overseas, and to all those who still appreciate that what ecstasy is doing is to maintain a cultural background and foundation, and to let you know that we're not going to stop. The work has just started, and we will continue putting in the work, and you could expect greater things from ecstasy in the future.
We really want to thank you guys for coming, and big up the guitarist. I love this brother.
Yes.
Man, this guy giving all you a flavor.
Yes.
I really Charlena's doing her stuff too, but I really want to wish the band all the best on the upcoming album, and continue what you're doing to preserve and to continue the legacy of the Creole culture. And I really hope that you will get the necessary connections to get you out there, and hopefully you see a dream at the Miami Haitian Compa Festival.
And one more thing, Wadix, we seeing that is an open invitation. We want to invite everybody, the general public, to the grand launching of our album on the 9th of July. It will be a cocktail party at High Garden at the Realm. So you can come and witness some signature cocktails from High Garden. And it is expecting to be a great night, a fun night. Everything.
So must have any that say.
Of course.
Mais dis ça rapide ma Creole qu'on a quitté là.
Nous ka dit tout le monde pour venir supporter nous qu'on nous ka release premier album nous début. Après ça début album nous. C'est un souhait qui un souhait plein danser, en plein laughter, ou que venir ou que des photo opportunity pour faire tout bagay, ou que des signature cocktail au High Garden. So tout bite kay nice tout bagay ko tout bagay qui malade.
Merci à vous, messieurs, mesdames. Donc, messieurs, ça c'est Ecstasy qui t'est passé là. Quoi invité là aujourd'hui là. Et puis, il y a lancé un nouvel album, ça a placé peut-être 2-3 semaines encore, ça c'est à juillet. Et puis, nous avons dit merci à vous, messieurs, mesdames. On a qui coule pas capé sur notre navire. C'est Grandy, oui, qui a appelé ça jusqu'à vendredi prochain. Donc, monsieur Wadix, je vais pas parler nouvelle. Qu'a venu tout de suite, messieurs.
Toujours qu'on est à passer, yo ka tête qui a été toujours nous pas voulu raconter, yo pas dit la vérité. What a shower to me, oh. What a shower to me, oh. What a shower to my yo. Raconter tout ça qui a passé à casa mia. C'est pour ça que j'ai pas fini raconter moi tout ça qui a passé à casa avant fini parce pas moi pas fini raconter moi. What a power to me, oh. What a power to me, oh. What a power to my yo. What a power to collect my yo. What a fini. You put it a little, you put it in. Why do we got ecstasy? You call that? What? Give me more. Yeah.
Share with me too. Continue. Baby, you know when it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know all of you when it feels like you don't want me to. I don't understand what I have to do for me to get to you. 'Cause I don't feel secure, it's true, baby. And I just want what's best for you. Can't make up my mind if I should make you mine. Try it out slowly, baby. You know I want all of you when it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know all of you when it feels like you don't want me to.
Baby, let me speak my mind. I don't wanna waste my time. For the love I've got for you, you know my love is true. You all I want, you all I need. You're my favorite feeling, my favorite dream. No need to hesitate. Promise to make you smile every day. I'm gonna touch your soul on fire.
Baby, you know I want all of you when it feels like you don't want me to. Baby, you know I want all of you when it feels like you don't want